Quick, and hopefully if you don't take some notes, you'll take what I say to heart, but I've been in the car business 30 years, and it really has changed a ton in the last 10 years especially. And really, it's hard to get ahead of the curve. It really is hard because it's changing daily. And it never used to be like that. The car business was the car business, not much changed about it. You meet and greet, you qualify. Today, it's the phones and the internet. I know we don't get near as many phone calls as we do internet leads, but what I like to ask people is, when you communicate, when you call someplace today, I don't care if it's Best Buy, I don't care if it's your kid's school, I don't care where it is, how do you want to be communicated with?
With care.
What's that?
With care.
With care? But how else? Do you like pushing a bunch of buttons?
No.
You don't, do you? So what we got to make sure is the operator, the first thing she does is transfer it to somebody that's going to be helpful and knowledgeable. Not answer it and go, "Thank you for calling Coral Springs Auto Mall. This is Mike. How can I help you?" And they say, "Yes, I'd like to talk to somebody about a Nissan." And you go, "Hold on," and you transfer them again. They need to be able to extract information from that person.
Right.
So the first thing I want to ask is the current way you're answering the phone, I don't care if it's service or sales, where did you get the template or whatever you're looking at that led you to believe what you say is right?
I would say the proactive script, right?
Do you use it?
I personally do, yeah.
What's the most important part of the phone call? So this phone call comes in, all right, and we're just going to start on the phone call. What's the most important part of that phone call?
Greeting.
I mean, that's important, but what's the most important thing?
To gather the information from the customer that they're
But
looking.
what's the first main thing we want to make sure we do every time?
Who am I speaking with? Can I get a good number to get in touch with you, just in case we get disconnected?
Okay? And I don't even use that, but you know what I use? So they call up and they say to you, "I'm looking for the 2010 Accord with 56,000 miles." Now don't try to make me happy. Tell me what you say next.
I could certainly see if that car is still available for you. Can I get some information from you?
I never ever hear that. We can go down and listen to 100 calls.
Okay.
I never ever hear that. Ever, ever, ever. I listened yesterday to 9 calls. So you can do that to me all you want, but I listen to them every day. We can go down and can't find. Tell me what you say.
I'm looking for a 2010.
I'm calling on the 2010 Accord with 56,000 miles.
Great, I'd love to help you out with that. Where'd you see that, online?
I saw it on your website.
Okay, perfect. Let me take down your name and the best number to give you a call back on. I'm gonna check for that car and to see if there's any others that are similar to it.
Okay, that's better, but let me just tell you, and I know I'm kind of picking on everybody, but listen to me. What I tell them all the time is, you know, where did you see it? You know what I hear people do all the time? Every day, not today, not one day, every day. Well, where'd you see it? I saw it online. Okay, let me look. Oh, okay. Is that stock number 2868? I hear it all the time.
Okay.
And I don't know where you guys get that. But it's simple, okay? I'm calling about 2010 Accord. Okay, great. Tell me a little bit about it. Well, I don't know. It's silver and 56,000 miles. Let me do this. Let me go down. We got 250 used cars on the lot at all times, right? 250 used cars. What does the customer think immediately? Wow, that's a lot of cars. Okay? I'm going to go down. I'm going to put my hands on that car. Okay? I'm going to make sure it's here. Any questions you want me to fill in, anything you're looking for in a car, so I make sure I can make sure it has it. Boom, boom, boom. I'm qualifying. Yeah, it has to have leather, right? And nav. No problem. What's the best number to get a hold of you? Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What do I do next?
So I'll give them my information. Return
What do I do next?
When do you want to come in?
I probably don't want to come in if it's not the car I want. But let me just tell you, if that's what you're saying to somebody, I just need to know that. What do you say next when you get to there?
It's gonna be about 10, 15 minutes, half hour. I'm gonna go see if the vehicle's here and see if there's any others like it.
There's the problem. This is just simply a window. What is it the window to do? And you know what? The phone room that I built in Frisco, nobody cares, but that's where I came from. I was there almost 8 years. It was the most profitable store in the United States last year. Again in 14, again in 13, and again in 12. When I started the store, they netted no money. When I left, they were netting $10 million a year. Let me just tell you what I did. I got really good on the phones and I got really good on the internet. All this is a simple tool to do what? Capture that phone number. You know what I do immediately after that? I qualify the customer. Okay? So what I've done is I've traded them information. I'm going to get a lot of information for what? For your phone number. No, when you just say to somebody, hey, give me the best number to call you at. You know what number I give you? My work number. You can't get through to me at my work number. But if I say I'm going to put my hands on that car and make sure it's here and it's a perfect car for you, what's the best number to get a hold of you? What's the hotline? And he gives me the number, right? Or she. Now, do I go look at the car? I don't. You know why? I know that 75%, not my numbers, 75% of the people that start out looking at a car don't buy the car that started them shopping for a car. So no matter what, the chances of them buying this car aren't very good. And you know what I hear people do every day? It makes me just cringe, is they get on that car and they ring it out. Oh, let me go down and check it out. Forget all that car. He's not going to buy that car. That started the shopping mode. So you know what? When I get to here, by the way, what's the hot number? What's the best number to get a hold of you? And they give me that. Now, just real quick so I know. Now I get to qualify. Because even if I lose this person now, guess what I have? Right? If I get to asking too many questions, I could lose that phone number. But I got the phone number, right? Mm-hmm. Once I get that, now I've got what I call a foundation. Now I go right here. So just so I know, I'm going to run out there and look at that car. But I want to make sure I don't miss the perfect car for you. Tell me what else you're comparing it to. Nothing, I just want an Accord. No problem. But what if he says Toyota Camry, Accord, Maxima, something like that? Now it's just broadened our horizons. It's broadened our opportunities. You know how many of these people that I've done this with, and I called them back 2 days later and they bought a Ford Explorer? Happens all the time, right? So then we want to go back and qualify them. Just so I know, Mr. Customer, just real quick, give me an idea what else it is you're looking at and you're comparing it to. You know, what is it that drew you to that car? Why do you want to know that?
Well, you want to know what their style is, what they're looking for. You want a sedan, you want an SUV, and you're trying to.
What else? What do we want to know?
You know, what you can compare it to, what other cars.
What drew you to that car? What was the most important feature?
Miles.
Price.
You know if it's price,
Price.
you know if it's payment.
That car's only 10.9. Okay, Mr. Customer, just so I know, so you're looking for a 10.9 car, right?
Right.
Something around the $11,000 price range. And let me ask you this, and I don't even know, but would you take more car for less money?
Absolutely.
Great. What's the best number to get right back to you? I want to make sure we get back to you because I got 4 or 5 cars that I think work great for you. But you know what we do? We get hung up on this car. You know, I skim past that car because there's a good chance if they come in, they're not going to like it. Mr. Customer, just so I know, and I don't even know, but why $12,000? That's all I can spend, right? Or keep my payment around $200. So really, it's just about a payment for $200, right? Well, I don't know. Payment. What? I don't know. I don't know. My credit's not all that great. Okay, no problem. We manage that. That happens to everybody. The recession we just went through, it happens. No hard feelings, right? So now I know that C credit. No big deal. I'm just gathering information. But you know when I get all done? I've got a profile of a customer here. Instead of calling yourself a phone person and answering a phone, you finish with a profile like that. You go down to ski and you go, hey, look, here's the deal. They want a 12K car. They really want leather nav. They know it's probably not realistic, okay? C minus credit. And I just ask them, whenever you get ready to buy. 6 months, 10 years. Why do I say that to them? Why do I say that whenever you get ready to buy?
So there's no pressure?
Perfect. Perfect. If I say how much money down, whoa. I don't know if I want to put any money down. Mr. Customer, whenever you get ready to buy, say a year, 6 months, whatever. Am I waiting 6 months? No, I'm waiting 15 minutes when they get here. Mr. Customer, just so I know, whenever you get ready to buy, where are you going to put down some additional cash? Why do I ask that? Well, no, probably not. No big deal. But you know what? It'll make a difference in the price. It'll make a difference in a lot of things. But when you bring all that information, that's a phone person. When they come to my desk with a phone lead, it would be so filled out. Now somebody goes, somebody won't give me that information. No big deal. I mean, you take it down with nothing on it. You tried. But it's a great chance to go back and really capture what you're looking at. What you're doing right now is somebody saying, hey, listen, you're the enemy, right? And we're going to go attack the people. They're in the forest somewhere. And you go, what? They're in the forest somewhere out there. Or they say, here's the coordinates, 7 miles east, 4 miles north, that's the enemy. You're dialing it in, you're drawing it in on the customer, you're just tightening all those parameters. Mr. Customer, just so I know, why 12 grand? Oh, I don't know, I don't want to be around, don't want to be over $200 a month. So guess what we can do downstairs? Extend the term. It's just about a payment, no big deal. That doesn't lock them in on this car, or $12,995. Now it opens it up a little bit, we can extend the term. But you don't know any of that stuff, and you guys go downstairs and go, hey, I set an appointment with those people, they came in. Why? Because they said, do you have this car? And you said, yeah, I think so, they came in. That's not an appointment. Now, they may pay on it, I don't know, but an appointment is going, hey, listen, just so I know, tell me what it is, and I don't even know, but just tell me what it is that got you calling on that car. Well, I really want an Accord, but I don't want to spend over $12,000. That was $11,995. Okay, great. So really, just so I know, you're looking for a car around $11,000, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put my hands on that car. But anything else that might work for you, and I walk by, I'll go ahead and write it down. I'll gather a bunch of information and call you right back. What would be the best number to get hold of you at? Are they gonna give you a bad number?
No.
Of course they're not. But do you know who I ever hear say that on the phone? No one. They get all the way to the end, and I'll go play some calls for you right now. And you know what they say next? Oh, by the way, what's your number? What was your name again? What's your number? I capture it all up front. Before I go 1 minute into this phone call, I trade them. And what am I trading them? I'm trading them information for a good phone number. But now somebody goes, okay, great, Mike. Well, what's that got to do with email? Email's even better, right? What do we like to do with email? Templates. I don't do templates. Now, it's okay to start out with a template, but what's wrong with getting in there and going, Mr. Customer, by the way, my name's Mike Rasmussen, and I know you're interested in an automobile, but I'll tell you, we got 250 used cars, plus we trade for 15, 20 a day. Give me an idea what it is you want to accomplish, and let me go to work for you. Period. Is that a great email? When all the smoke clears and the new car's in your driveway, just tell me what you want to accomplish, let me go to work for you. Does that not broaden your horizons? Is that going to get an answer back? The guy emailed back, I told you, I just asked about the 2010 Accord. Okay, great, but by the time I walk by it, would you take more car for less money? Well, of course I would. Okay, great, give me an idea what you're trying to accomplish. Just in case we got one we traded for that's a little less money with more options. I don't know, but I'm going to go out and find it for you. I mean, you got a hold of the right person. That's me. I'm going to find the car for you. And as you talk to them and they come in to look at the 2010, never fails. I've been in the used car business more than any part of this business in my life. You know what they say? Well, what's the blue one over there? They see the silver one, it's cloth, doesn't have nav. Well, what's that blue car? Oh, that's a Maxima. Did you want a Maxima? Oh, I mean, I don't know. Well, let me just look at it. They get it, they smell it, they feel it, they like it. How much is this? $17,900. Now $12,900 doesn't matter. But if you don't set the appointment and make them feel like you got something they want, I mean, they don't want to get on the phone and just go back and forth with somebody and then go, I got an appointment with them. Oh, I'll see you at 10 o'clock. Okay, I'll be there. What? Okay, yeah, I got an appointment with this guy on what? I think the 2010 Accord. Dig in. Qualify them. But don't do it till you capture the phone number. Number one's phone number. Same on the internet. You know the template. Hi, thank you very much for calling Coral Springs Auto Mall. We have a lot of cars in stock. Rates are at all-time low. Rebates all-time high. What will be a good number for you? Forget all that. That's okay. Come in behind and go, hey, I'm Mike Rasmussen. I'm a master at finding the right car for somebody. Just give me an idea what it is you're trying to accomplish. Price range, payment range, how much money down? Is it readily available? Let me go to work. And I don't know, you know, I email probably 70 people a day. If you go down, somebody's making fun of me the other day, but I had 116 emails at 9 o'clock in the morning. But I email everybody that walks off this property. And they'll say to me, oh, I got all your phone room, and I came over and looked at a Civic, and I ended up going and buying a Corolla. Well, that's because the salesperson let them get them boxed in on the Civic instead of saying, give me an idea. Just kind of give me the parameters you want to stay when you buy a car. You know, I had Ski, had a problem with a customer. They went back and forth. They wanted a Rogue. Ski wouldn't sell it to him at the right price. He did all he could do. He did a great job. But I'm just talking to him, and I said, well, tell me what it is you want to accomplish. And they go, we have any sport utility, but I said, well, you see the rebates on these Kias right now? We didn't even think of a Kia. Let me just go show you what I recommend when you get ready to buy it. That's all I did. 30 minutes later, they're hugging us on the showroom, leaving in their new Kia. But we box ourselves in. Do you ever go to a clothing store and walk in, and what's the first thing the person there says to you? Can I help you, right? What do you say to them?
No.
What do you tell them? I'm just what?
Looking.
Aren't we all just looking? You ever bought anything in one of those stores?
Absolutely.
We do it all the time, don't
Goes
we?
every time.
And you know what the salesperson said? Well, if you need me, I'll be over here bullshit with everybody else, right? Instead of going, well, just so I know, give me an idea what you're looking for, I'll at least get you in the right direction. Well, a buddy of mine's getting married. I don't wear suits at work, but I gotta wear a suit to the wedding. So I'm just in the process of just trying to get ready to look. Well, let me just show you what I recommend whenever you buy a suit. This suit here comes with just a sport jacket, but it'll match any pair of pants you got, so you'll look like you got a suit on. I got the slacks to match it, but you can just wear slacks after that. And we can get you something semi-casual with a belt and shoes that'll work perfect. Try this on to see what you think. You know how many more clothes you'd sell if you just kind of
Engage.
went a little bit longer with them? You would, wouldn't you? Nobody does it. Because they go, okay, well, if you need me, I'll be over here by the counter, holding it up. Instead of saying, well, just so I know, whenever you buy, whatever you buy, I'll get you directed here in the store. If you just tell me kind of what size you are, what you're doing. Well, I just need a new pair of jeans, and let me just show you the jeans over here. I'm gonna show you a couple pair that have been pretty popular for us, that are on sale. And if you tell me your size, I'll get out of your way here, but if you tell me your size, I'll be more than happy to pull a couple out later. Oh, I'm a size 32. Okay, I'll throw a couple pairs up here and you can try them on. How many more people would sell a lot more clothes if they did that? Do you ever hear it?
No.
That's what drives me crazy, right? I barely make it through high school. I start selling cars when I'm 22, but all I did with people when they said, hey, I'm just looking, I said, great, mind if I look with you? They said, what? No, I don't care if you look with me. Okay, and what is he looking for? I mean, it's snowing, we're in Nebraska, I sell cars. You're thinking about buying when it's snowing. Were you hoping I wouldn't come outside? They start laughing. Yeah. I said, no big deal, I get it. I was kind of not wanting to come outside, I'd rather ride around your truck with you, but just tell me what it is you want to accomplish whenever you buy a car. Say 6 months, 2 years, I don't care, just whenever. Well, I want a 3/4 ton truck, I pull a horse trailer. Really? You got horses? Yeah, race horses. Really? Over here at Exarban? Yeah. I'm the mayor of Chambers, Nebraska. I said, you're kidding me. Mike Rasmussen, Harold Dexter started talking, sold him his first truck, right? Sold him 16 trucks since then. To this day, I talk to the guy. He's the mayor of a town of 141 people, Chambers, Nebraska. But I just went out and started talking to him on a snowy day. And you know what? When he said, I'm just looking, you're not driving through a car lot on a snowy day for nothing. He needed a 3/4 ton pickup truck to pull his trailer for his horses. We talked a little bit. Since then, it was worth 16 car deals. You know how many people were inside the building? 30. New and used trucks. They were all, I ain't going, you go out there. I'm not going out to make snow angels, but if this guy driving through the parking lot, it's a great opportunity. All this phone call is an opportunity. And if you answer it right and say the right thing, I'm telling you, you'll set more appointments. Everybody will say, you're cheating, you're skating me, you're lying, you're cheating, something's up. But all I did was, I said, hey, look, if I don't sell a car today, I don't make any money, right? My job is to sell a car, so just so I know real quick, tell me what you want to accomplish. Well, what's that matter? Well, most of the people that call on the phone or email us say the thing they hate most about the car business is what?
The buying
What do we
process.
hate?
How long it takes.
So if I can cut that in half, no matter what, and let me tell you this, what if I cut it in half and you don't buy a car here and we're friends forever? What? Yeah, I mean, I'll gather some information. We either have the car, or somebody else might have the car, but I'll gather, I'll look for anything I can do. I'll do whatever I can do for you. Because I like you. But I'm going to cut your time in half. So tell me this is what you want to accomplish. Well, I want a 4-door, automatic, right? Doesn't have to be really nice. I mean, it's for my daughter for college, but I need safe, blah, blah, blah. Well, let me tell you that I got 250 used cars. I got 13 to 20 that haven't even been through the shop yet, are sitting out there. I'll bet your cream puff's sitting out in the middle of those. What's the best number to get back to you? Now, do I hear any of this on the phones? Be honest.
Yes.
I hear my people, I hear you guys say that.
You might not hear it, sir, but we say it.
I would love to hear it. I would love him to pull them for me. I would love to hear it. I'm not mad at anybody, but I'm just telling you, really good phone people are hard to find. Phone people are not hard to find. Salespeople are not hard to find.
Really good.
Salespeople. Right? You know how many times, imagine this, barely making it through high school, right? My kids growing up, all their dad did is sell cars, that's all they know. You know how many yard parties and things like that I get invited to? Only once, because I don't drink, so I'm not very much fun. Everybody gets trashed and crazy, but you walk up and they go, oh, so you're in the car business, and every one of them say, oh, I used to sell cars. Everybody used to sell cars, right? Well, you must not have liked it, been very good, or you would have never quit. Right? Because I mean, there's no comparison in what I have in my life and my family and what it's done for me compared to whatever they're doing. But the truth is, they weren't very good at it. And so what I say is, in the phone business, if you get really good at this, your appointments will be so dialed in, you'll be able to say, Mike Rasmussen is coming in at 4 o'clock. He's really excited. He called about this Accord, but I did notice we got 7 or 8 Accords, Camrys, just a bunch of cars like that, and I even noticed you guys just got another one in, and you can do all that just from your computer. But you can just give him 4 or 5 cars. Now, the guy pulls up and you got 2 or 3 to compare to, and you go, by the way, here's that Accord you called on. But here's 2 or 3 others I recommend whenever you get ready to buy. And they get out to look at the silver Accord and they don't even look at it. What's that blue car? Oh, that was Camry we just traded for. Really? What year is it? They just start asking questions. They're dying for somebody to sell them something. And you know what we do? We get asphyxiated on this, or we get asphyxiated on that email, on sending them back a template. Same on a service call. I'm calling up because I need to get a gas leak fixed. Mr. Customer, that sounds very dangerous. Here's what my job is. My job is to set the appointment. And I notice we're full on Saturday. But I'm gonna squeeze you in. If I squeeze you in for a 15, 20-minute window, what would be the best time for you? Well, I can get in there 10, 15. Okay. I'm not promising you won't have a little bit of a wait, but I'm gonna squeeze you in at 10, 15. We don't want you driving that car. Okay? Mike, I'll see you at 10, 15, no problem. You go right down to Brian and go, hey, I wanna tell you something. I know you're full on Saturday. This guy's got a leak in his gas tank. Now, where's that guy gonna get that car fixed now?
Yeah.
And what else could he do? Anything. Brakes, tires, we've opened up to anything, right? All we want to do is we want to be accommodating. You know how many times I've heard people go, well, because of the system, we're full Saturday. When'll be the next time? Well, I work on the weekends. I work during the week too. I mean, I don't have much time. We have to do it next Saturday. What's he doing when he hangs that phone up?
Calling somebody else.
You dang right he is. And don't think I don't hear that too. But you know what? We don't. This is right here. This appointment is this to us. That's how we all get paid. So I take it really personal. Mr. Customer, let me do this. I noticed we're totally full. I don't know if they can fix it on Saturday. I don't know. But for safety measures, let's get you in there and have it looked at. You be in here Saturday at 10:15. I'll go down and tell the service manager you're coming in. Now he might have to put you in a rental car or whatever, but we'll get you out of that car. But I'll just and you go down, Brian. Look, I know you're full because it automatically slots times. This guy's got a gas leak, so it could be a lot of work, and I didn't want to go in somewhere else. Brian's gonna go, thank you very much, I appreciate the appointment. Put it right on his desk. That's how you do that stuff. All we do is we generate a lot of these. But if you don't sound enthusiastic or excited about it, if you don't go, Mr. Customer, let me do this. I don't know, but I don't want you driving all the way over here from somewhere else, 20 miles away if that car's not here. But just so I don't miss something, when I go down to look for that car and physically put my hands on it, what else are you comparing it to? Is that the only car they're calling on around town?
No.
It's not. And we know that. So let's gather up a little more information. Somebody can say, well, Mike, we only get 4 or 5 phone calls a day. Well, imagine if we set 4 or 5 appointments. There is no reason, unless they're saying, I want a 2014 Lexus LX 570 and you've got it, right? I mean, you're not gonna go find them one. But normally, it's a pretty generic car, and normally we have a lot of cars like it. 75% of the people you call, you're not gonna sell, but you should set an appointment with them.
Question. Person calls in, asks for a lease special.
Lease special, that's a great question, Mr. Customer, but here's what I don't wanna do. The last thing I would wanna do is give you bad information. And you're kinda leading me into bad information. And not that it's your fault, but there's 4 or 5 very important things that go into a lease special. What are they?
Credit, down payment.
Credit, down payment, right? Make and model of the car, so like if you want the SL or whatever. And I've had people before call me for the special, and I get the special, you get the special, but you gotta click pause on your TV and read the 18 inches of disclaimers, right?
Sure. A lot of people don't read that, there's not enough time.
So let me do this. Let me gather all your information. I'll go down and I'll get you lease specials on every make and model we got on the damn floor. But I mean, for you to say, what's the lease special on a Murano? How much money down, credit? And don't take me wrong, Mr. Customer. I've had people say I'm a 750 credit score and get me a 600. It happens, no big deal. But I don't want to issue you numbers and payments on all bad rates and all. Let's gather the information you want. Okay? So I'm going to go down and get all that information on all the makes and models of cars you got. Now, what's the best number to get a hold of you at? Are they going to trade you? Now, if you say to them, well, the lease special right now is $199 a month. Okay, thank you. What'd you get?
Nothing.
And you know how many times I hear that?
Several.
It may be cheaper. I don't know. Are you definitely leasing? Oh, I just thought that was the cheapest payment. Not always. There's all kinds of options for you. Let me do this. I'll go down, have one of our specialists call you back with all the information. Leasing, payments, prices, makes and models, anything you want. Colors. Because that's the next thing you get into, Mr. Customer, and I say, yeah. The lease special's $199 a month. Do you have a white one? I mean, you're going to lead me down a path, and I'm going to tell you 5 different lies. And when you get here, you'll be swinging on me. I want to avoid that. Let me ask you a handful of questions. Okay? What's the best number to get a hold of you at? And I'll get all the lease specials. But was there something you were particularly looking for? Payment range, price range, something like that? I mean, just so I check everything. No, I want a Rogue and I don't want to be over $199 a month. No problem. Let me go down, get all the information. I'll have someone call you right back. Why would you want to get into anything more than ever setting appointments? And you go, oh, Mike, it's not that easy. You can't corner me. You cannot corner me. You don't have anybody on the phone that can corner me ever. Doesn't happen. You know why? Because I talk about common sense. The last thing you'd want to do if you called me was me lie to you or tell you something misleading accidentally. That would be a deal breaker, wouldn't it, Mr. Customer? Well, yeah, it would be. Okay, I don't want to do that. Let me go down and get all the correct information you're asking for, and I'll have somebody call you right back. Now, they call back, they set an appointment. Is that your appointment? Hell yeah, it's your appointment. You did your job. You captured that information. That's what you needed. Now, if they come in on $199 a month and they're swinging on somebody downstairs because they needed $3,500 down and blah, 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 but they got you on the phone, is that your appointment? Probably. Should it be? No. Because that's not how to set an appointment. And you know what? You're not telling them, do me a favor, go tonight and look at a house. When you get all done, you go, honey, this is the one we want to buy. Look at the realtor and say, what's my rate? What's my payment? I don't know. I don't know that. I'll show you the house. Right? I set the appointment. I'll set you up with somebody to waste no time. And the more information I gather right now, the less time you're going to be here. Surely you'd trade me that, wouldn't you? Mr. Customer, you don't want to be here all day. And I don't want you here all day. So even if I have a white one and it's $199 a month, I still need somebody to pull it up, get it ready when you get here. So let me do this. Let me get your name and number. I'll also call you right back and give you all the lease specials. Might even be better today than they were yesterday. I don't know. I don't even know where you're looking at it. You know, newspaper, I mean, incentives are great. Interest rates are low. We all pay the same for the car. And that's something I stress to everybody. We all pay the same for the car. There's no better lease somewhere else than there is here. It does not exist. Doesn't mean somebody won't have a better hook, right? Or somebody might not be transparent or clear, but that's what you're going to get here. It won't be a good time for you to come in. Oh, I just want somebody to call me back. No problem. What's the hotline? They'll go through all of our leasing options and get right back to you. Now, is that hard?
No.
But does it sound hard?
No, but there's been occasions where we have brought that to, either the manager's attention or something like that. Hey, you need somebody to follow up with the customer. Doesn't happen sometimes.
Bring it to me. You know what? Let me tell you what I get. I got 300 employees here. So you know what I deal with every single day? He said, she said. Everybody's got a different story. I'll never do that. You can't get me in that game. I say, bring me the facts. And then I go down and they go, yeah, well, right here's Ski and here's John, and John gave Ski this. Ski goes, he didn't give it to me. And I mean, it's everybody. So what I say is, bring me that appointment. Bring, you know, for you to go down to a manager and them not do that, that's crazy. I mean, if you've set that appointment, why would they not call him back immediately?
I've been asking ourselves that for the past several months.
Bring me one though.
Bring them all.
Because you know what they say? No, listen now. They say, that wasn't an appointment, that wasn't this. Well, you do have time. You can email my email anytime you want.
There you have it.
You can say, I brought this down to Jim Johnson. You can't go take it to a salesperson. You can't have your favorite salesperson go give it to them. That's crazy. You know why we don't have them answering emails? Because they answer the ones that look like a lead. And the ones that don't, they bypass. Well, how well does that work for you? It doesn't. So if you want to, if you got my email, all you got to do every single day is go, I took this lead down to whoever, and you don't even have to put your name on it. But you know what I get out of them, right? Well, these aren't leads. They just put bullshit in there that they don't. I said, hey, that's how you fix it. That's how you fix it. But I'll tell you this: if I was up here in the phone room, they'd be lined up to that door outside waiting for me to give them a lead, because it would be just like that over there. And they'd say, when Mike gives us a lead, man, I'm telling those people show up and they want to buy a car. I'm telling you, because I get good at it. If we're just average and we do the same thing everybody else does, and we think it's a lead, and we did whatever, and we kind of skim past it all, we don't say this is a lead, and we're hoping they come in, yeah, probably not going to get you the respect that you really want. You know, but to me, once I gather that information, that phone number, because that's the key right there, then I back up and I go right into the qualified. And I'll tell you, it's not that much better when I listen to the guys down there that do it for a living. Next door, I mean, I hear them answering their calls. They're not doing it right. It's not like, whoa, boy, they're really good. No. You know when you get really good at it, because a lot of appointments show up and they buy cars. Because the people that show up here, right, that aren't cornered in on that car, that don't get here and get mad because it's gone, that just get here to look at used cars, they buy a car. We have a lot of options for them. So we'll have a car for them. But if you're not doing that and you're not coming back in and qualifying like that, or even on the internet, same thing. You know, whenever you get ready to buy, give me an idea what you're trying to accomplish. That's my favorite line to people. You know how many people tell me, oh, they wouldn't give me any information on the showroom floor and they left? And that's all I say to them when they email me, because they answer my email. And I say, hey, I don't know if I can help or not. You know, a lot of times people leave because they want more for their trade than it's worth. And I make it real simple, Mr. Customer. I look at KBB on your trade, and I'm not saying that's what they're going to give you. Maybe they give you a lot more, maybe a lot less. I don't know, but it'll give us a starting point. I had a guy the other day go, oh, the difference in your car and my car in KBB is $3,800. I don't know why I thought it was the same. Okay, no big deal. But that might explain why you left, or why nobody was able to sell you a car. Well, I'll give you $2,000 more. Okay, great. I made a little ground up. I don't know. I use common sense. You got all these tools out there to figure out what my car's worth, but I got all the tools to figure out what yours is worth. So, you know, two gunfighters met, right? But if we don't get your car, we didn't accomplish anything. So let me go to work for you. Whenever you buy a car, tell me what it is you want to accomplish. Let me go to work. And if you say, well, Mike, that didn't work, give me the phone. I'll answer any of them all day. Bring them all in my office. I love talking on the phone, and I don't have any problem setting an appointment with everybody I talk to. Even if they call, hey, all I want is an oil change. Hey, Mr. Customer, no problem. I'll get you set up for your oil change. By the way, who does your other services? It don't matter. A gas station down the street. Okay, great. Might be worth a while to have a free check over it done. You know, they'll check over your car, make sure everything's right. They will, yeah.